Hi everyone, welcome to Seoul Tarot. Today we are looking into your 2026. So what kind of year it will be, what stands out the most, and whether your wish may come true. We have 4 different groups today as usual, group 1, 2, 3, 4. So timestamps are in the description box below as well as the comment section, and I will see you in your reading. Hi group 1, let's get into your reading. We are going to look at the general energy of 2026 first. So what kind of year will it be for you? This year you are really going to have a lot of things that feel good and make you genuinely happy, especially when it comes to your primal desires. Everyone has different things they crave and chase after. This year is going to be a year where all of your senses, your taste, your hearing, your sixth sense, all of your senses are going to feel really full and satisfied. And there is one sense in particular that you are especially sensitive to. For example, if your sense of taste is really sharp and you are someone who enjoys good food, this year you are going to enjoy lots of new and delicious foods, and at the same time you will feel healthier and more energized. Up until now, some of you wanted to really enjoy things but couldn't, or you felt like you didn't have enough experience to be able to have this kind of fun time. Maybe you felt like you had to prepare in advance, or you had to hold back and wait for a long time, or there was no one to enjoy it with, or the conditions just weren't right, so you didn't really get many chances to enjoy what you wanted in the way you wanted. But this year, almost like a reward for all that waiting, is going to be a year that's really full of joy and excitement for you. And some of you probably felt, if I really want to enjoy something properly, I have to sacrifice something else. For example, if you enjoy good food, you worry it will cause health problems. Or if you enjoy drinking and partying, you worry it will affect your work. And you might have had those kind of worries a lot. But this year, without messing up your daily life while still keeping safe what's precious to you, your health, your youth, your healthy appearance, your family, the things you really want to protect, at the same time you'll be able to enjoy those things really well. For example, with food, instead of eating random stuff made with like bad ingredients, you are going to be enjoying food that's tasty but made with good, fresh, healthy ingredients. So while you are enjoying it, your body is going to get healthier along the way. And even if you like alcohol, instead of drinking often and mindlessly, you are going to enjoy really nice, good quality drinks from time to time. Rather than drinking alone as a habit, you are going to have people you want to enjoy it with, and you'll spend even a short moment with them, having a good time, venting a bit and releasing stress. The quality of what you are enjoying is going to change. It's not going to be just anything to release your urge anymore. Like, you are going to start enjoying good things that don't harm your health, that actually help your life. Things are high quality and good for you. And this year especially, there is a part of your body that we call sacral chakra. That's the chakra that deals with sexual energy and creativity, and this chakra is going to be really activated this year, so you'll be able to enjoy things like that. And at the same time, your creativity is going to express massively. Some of you are actually going to create something really unique with your own hands, and you will use your creativity to do your work much more easily, more fun, more efficiently. You might produce something that's practically useful for your work or your daily life, or you might make artwork or enjoy art more deeply, or end up doing the kinds of playful things you used to love in a pure way when you were younger. So if you liked playing tag with other kids when you were little, obviously now you are an adult, so the form will be different, but this year is that kind of energy. You'll be working out with people, playing fun games, doing team activities, doing some kind of fun physical activity together, hanging out creatively with others, and spending really joyful, meaningful times over and over again. And up until now, there was probably something you kept thinking, once this is over, I will finally be able to breathe. Or once that's wrapped up, I will be able to move on to the next stage. There's something like that you've been waiting to finish. That's going to be wrapped up well, and it's going to turn out in the direction you wanted. And that's exactly why you'll be able to relax and enjoy so many good things like this. Especially if you are in some sort of competitive situation or in conflict with someone, up against someone, or in a legal matter or a personal issue where you really have to win, or you have to prove that you are right. This year is going to be the year where you win and the tide turns in your favor. It's a year where you win and you are able to prove that you are right and that truth come to light. There really is truth inside you. You know, what you know to be fact is actually the truth. And because you are in the fair and rightful position, the advantage is going to swing back to you. Even if that's not the case and you are just walking in a field with a lot of competition, you are going to actually shine even more in that kind of environment, because you bring out even more creativity there and you genuinely enjoy what you are doing. The energy shows through directly, and that's how you end up taking the lead. You stand out amongst other competitors. For example, if you are in a situation where you have to do an interview, you blend really well with that job. You know, like from the interviewer's point of view, you know, you are going to look like that. You are going to look like you really suit that role, you know. The way you speak and move naturally, actually enjoying yourself, stands out so clearly that you are the one who gets selected, who gets the offer. And some of you are actually going to be elected or chosen in that sense. You push through that competition, you get picked, you get selected, you stand out, and work gets better and better. So you end up having this long stretch where you are really on a roll. So yeah, and for some of you, this desire and longing is going to show up a lot as sexual energy as well. You might literally feel it as physical desire. Even so, this year is really safe time to enjoy that physical desire. The kind of person who's just right to enjoy that with is likely to show up. And if you already have a partner, your chemistry and physical connection with them is going to get much better. If you're hoping for a pregnancy or to have a child, there is a real chance you will conceive, because such healthy, good energy is entering your body. This can be a year where you conceive a very healthy baby, and if you are already pregnant, the flow is that the baby will be born very healthy and well. It's time where you finish something well, put down a certain amount of burden, and can finally have fun and enjoy yourself, like a gift, like a present sent down from heaven. You know, a year that comes in to soothe and make up for the hard times you've had so far. So this year, you will genuinely be able to do a lot of things you love. And it's not going to be a year where you are just constantly worrying about money. Of course, some of you will save a lot of money, quite a lot. But this year, rather than how much money can I save, what's more important for you is how properly, how fully can I enjoy my life? Because opportunities like this like time where you can enjoy things this purely, don't just show up whenever. This is really a period that heaven is opening up for you. If you believe in God, there's, you know, it's a time God has allowed. If you believe in the universe, it's time the universe has allowed. Or if you think in terms of your soul, it's time where your soul is saying, now you are allowed to enjoy yourself a bit. It's time where you can really enjoy things to your heart's content. And this year, there are going to be a lot of things blooming inside you, especially if you are planning a business or thinking about creating something new, or even something small like wanting to decorate your home more creatively, or wanting to change something up and give it a new feel. Instead of looking at other people, what other people are doing, really good ideas are going to spring up from inside you. You know, you will naturally get ideas where you go, honestly, I don't think anyone else could have thought of this but me. And because this is such a safe time to enjoy your desires, the person you end up meeting or your current partner is going to treat you with real care within the boundaries where you feel comfortable. You will be able to express your desires freely. If you are single, rather than feeling like I absolutely must become long-term lovers with this one person, it's more like first you meet someone whose chemistry with you is really good, someone who can safely help you satisfy your desires. You meet someone where you both work hard to fulfill each other's wants and needs. You meet that kind of connection, and because it's a connection that shows up in this particular period, there is definitely a good chance it can turn into a long-term relationship. But right now, you yourself might be leaning more towards, I just want to properly enjoy this time, rather than I want to promise that lasts forever. So some of the single people here might not feel that strong urge to settle down with just one person this year. Instead, you might date different people, talk to various people, keep in touch, have several like almost something connections going at once, and just genuinely enjoy your time, even if it doesn't go as far as physical relationship with everyone. You might have like multiple people you chat with, text, laugh with, people who make you feel that light, fluttery feeling. You are going to want that, and you are going to have that because you are naturally curious. And normally it's not that easy to meet people you are really attracted to and intrigued by, but this year you are going to meet lots of people you find attractive and interesting. So if you are single, especially this year, you might not feel like you have to fix yourself to just one person. It's more like a period where you meet different people, go on dates, and just truly have fun living your life. And for those of you who are middle-aged or older, or who just has been really worn out by life, this year you are going to feel like you are getting your life force back. You will be able to enjoy things properly, fully. You will discover new desires you didn't even realize you had. And for those of you who felt, I honestly didn't want anything, I didn't even feel like eating, I didn't feel like doing anything, this year that sense of vitality is going to start flowing again on its own. Even if it's not like strictly sexual desire, you will feel a huge surge of, I want to make something, I want to achieve something, I want to try something new. So this year is really going to be a fun, joyful, thrilling, exciting year for you. And at the same time, you are going to feel more stable. So what will be the most memorable or important thing in 2026 for you? So you've had these situations where things have felt a bit unfair, whether it was work, relationships, love, whatever it was. There has been some kind of unfair situation where you felt like you were being treated poorly or things just weren't equal. But that unfair situation is going to shift into something that's much fairer for you, where you can actually receive the treatment you deserve. The good thing is, this isn't going to be some change you only get by risking everything, picking a massive fight, or throwing your whole life on the line to argue with someone. It's more like the situation itself is slowly going to lean towards fairness on its own. Even so, it will help if you speak up once or twice about what feels fair and unfair for you. That way it will work even better, and this fairer situation will settle in a lot faster, because someone does need to know that you've been treated unfairly up to now. For example, if at work you are the only one who was overloaded while everyone else got the same pay, or your junior or colleagues weren't doing their share, so you are left to carry everything on your own. Or on the flip side, if you are the junior and your boss has been giving you unreasonable instructions, or has been especially hard only on you, and things like that have been happening, then you are going to get a chance to bring this up, either to someone higher up or to that person directly. When that moment comes and you speak up, you take the emotion down a notch and just calmly explain the fact, what's been unfair, what hasn't been right, what has been just. Then when the other person or whoever has influence hears that, they are going to take it in really well, and that person will make a fair decision. Or if you are the one in a position to make that decision, this time you will be the one to make the fair call, and people will be in a situation where they simply have to follow it. That's how you end up being acknowledged. Finally, someone really important is going to understand that you've been in an unfair situation all this time, so you don't need to destroy your reputation or image. You don't need to take that risk of pouring your emotion out and begging. With literally just one honest conversation, one moment of speaking up, a fair decision is going to be made in your favor. It's the same even if this is about love. If your partner hasn't been treating you fairly and you are too scared to speak up before, then at some point this year you will get a chance to explain very logically and clearly why it feels unfair to you, and they will be heard and acknowledged. Because of that one honest conversation, things don't have to blow up. The relationship doesn't have to fall apart, and you don't have to push things to some extreme situation. You won't need to take that kind of risk for your fairness to be seen. It will come out that you are the one who's actually being reasonable here, and that you are someone who deserves fair treatment. And this year you are going to get at least one solid chance to claim that. That moment is going to end up being one of the most memorable things that happens to you this year. So will your New Year's wish come true? The answer to whether your wish for this year will come true is probably. It will depend on whether you have the courage, the heart, and the determination to make a really big change. There is something you really want to hold on to, something you are a bit attached to, something you absolutely don't want to lose. It could be a person, could be a job, a situation. It could even be something you are addicted to. But if you can put a bit of distance between you and that thing, even if it's hard at first and your emotions are all over the place, if you can just spend some time apart from it once, then your wish has every chance to coming true. For example, if your wish is, I want what I'm doing now to finally work out, then you are going to have to make a decision to cut out some bad habit, or step back from something that's eating up too much of your time. Maybe you are on your phone for way too long, or there are certain things that are clearly getting in the way of your wish becoming reality. You have to cut those out just once for this to really manifest. You've got a really big energy inside you. You've actually got more than enough power to make something happen, but there is something blocking it. There might be your pride or some pattern where you are insisting, no, I absolutely refuse to change this, and you are digging your heels in. The truth is, you already know what sort of change you need to make. You are really smart, and in your head, everything's already organized. In your mind and in your heart, you already know. It's crystal clear up there, and when it comes to actually taking action, though, it's hard. It's hard to cut things up. And that's exactly why you are going to have to bump into this once, face it head on once. You need to break out of some kind of addiction, put some distance between you and someone who isn't good for you. You know, even if you don't cut them off like completely, you need at least like take one step back. You need to drop a repeated bad habit. If that happens, then you are more than capable of making this wish come true. Right now, for some of you, it might still feel like too much to suddenly cut those things off. You might feel like your heart isn't fully ready yet, but you will have to go through this process once. You have to, because that's the only way this wish can really happen. If you truly want this wish to come true, you are going to need to go through that phase at least once. And this can apply to so many things. You know, for example, if your wish is to meet a new partner, then you will have to like cut out your feelings for an ex, or slowly loosen the ties to someone who still occupies a corner of your heart, even though that relationship is already over. But the overall energy for this year is really positive and is full of good, exciting things. So this empty space left by unhelpful habits, addictions, or things you are clinging to will slowly be filled by new joyful experiences instead. It's hard at first, but over time that space is going to naturally be replaced by new happiness. So the answer is probably, but if you are willing to make up your mind, you really can make it happen. So that's everything I have for you, group number 1. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video. That will make a lot of difference for me. And I'm offering personal readings now. I mean, I have been, but yeah, please reach out to me by email. And please check out my TikTok page. There are a few different kinds of really short readings. If you like my style of reading, you will really enjoy them. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in your next video. Bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. Let's look at the general energy of 2026 first. So what kind of year will it be for you overall? If you're not really interested in love, or you don't really care that much about romance or about your sexual attractiveness as a woman or as a man, this reading might feel a bit boring for you. Right now, out of 4 oracle cards you've got, every single one of them is about love, romance, relationships. That's how strongly love is showing up as the standout theme in your life this year. So if you are single, you are going to meet someone this year, and it's not just some passing connection. This is the kind of person who can change the overall mood of your entire year. This new relationship, this new encounter is going to keep influencing your life throughout the year. That's why all the cards came out around love. And this year, you are going to really feel, wow, I'm actually attractive. I'm actually really magnetic. Every time you look in the mirror, you'll just feel a bit happier with what you see. Even the parts you didn't really like before, you are going to start seeing those as part of your own unique appeal. A lot of you honestly didn't realize how attractive you really are. Even when people complimented you, you might have thought, oh, why are they saying that? Or are they just being polite? But this year in 2026, you really get that those compliments weren't empty words. Those people genuinely saw your beauty and your charm, and you will finally feel that for yourself. Especially for those of you who's been single for quite a long time, the main reason is that hardly anyone has really caught your eyes. People have probably tried to get close to you, but you didn't really feel that strong pull. It's not that you overrate yourself, it's just that you don't open your heart easily to just anyone. You've got very clear standards and you don't lower them easily. But this year, you are going to meet someone who genuinely meets those standards, someone you find truly attractive, someone you look at and think, I'm genuinely drawn to this person, and they are going to feel just as drawn to you as well. So the process of meeting this person and getting into a relationship with them isn't going to be just a small side story. It's going to feel like one long storyline running through the entire year. It will be fun, special, and later on when you look back, you will say, that year really felt like a movie. You know, you've waited quite a while for this kind of excitement. You are someone who can cope fine on your own and even enjoy your own company. But somewhere inside, there was still that like slight emptiness. That feeling of, it would be nice to have someone to share things with. Doing life alone is good, but there is a joy you can only feel when you are sharing it with someone. This year, you are going to be with someone you truly love, someone who genuinely cherishes you, someone who sees you as the most special person in their life. You know, they look at you like you are a goddess or a god. You will share so much with this person. You will travel together. You will try things you'd always thought, I would really love to do that one day. And this time you actually get to experience them with this person by your side. You will feel a kind of happiness that's totally different to doing things alone. The sense of, I'm not alone anymore. That solid feeling of emotional safety is going to get much stronger. Even if, even your normal, repetitive daily life is going to feel so much more special because of this person. It's the same day, but you are exchanging messages, seeing each other, sharing little things, and somehow you feel less tired, less stressed. The situation you are in starts to look more positive than before as well. And the good thing about this connection is that they are not just someone you date briefly and then move on. This is someone with whom you share a really deep love. You are meeting a genuine soulmate, you know. Even if you are not single and you are already in a relationship, this still applies. If things have been distant or difficult in your current relationship, some of you are going to end that and meet someone better. For others, if you think your current partner is that soulmate, you know, either way, the love between you and your person deepens. If there was a rough patch or a dull phase before, you will move through that and start again, almost like a fresh new season of love. You'll see each other as more precious than before, and your person will keep discovering new sides of you. They will keep thinking, wow, I don't know they had this side as well, and fall for you even more. Because of that, even when you are going through stressful situation, it doesn't feel as hard as before, and you receive more comfort and emotional support from the relationship itself. This love you discover this year is going to have a positive effect on almost every area of your life. It's not just your love life improving. As your mood lifts and your expression softens, other relationships get better too, work flows more smoothly, your body feels less exhausted, and overall you will feel like you can finally breathe again. And also, it's not just this one person who finds you attractive. There are going to be far more people than you realize who keep you in their mind, who feel drawn to you. It's just that you will be focusing on this one particular person, so you won't be too bothered about the others. Still, you'll get a lot more compliments, and this year you are not going to question them or cut yourself down the way you used to. Instead of thinking, are they just being nice? You'll be able to naturally accept it and think, oh, I am actually a pretty decent person. You'll have many moments where you'll feel genuinely grateful to have been born as you. You know, this meeting with this person is very fated too. It's more likely to be someone new rather than someone you already know. It's like you've been asking the universe or asking spirit, I want to meet someone like this. And you've been imagining that kind of person in your head. And then one day they just appear in your life, in real life, you know. If your past relationships have been unsatisfying or the people who liked you just didn't really do it for you. This time is different. This person is someone who really makes your eyes light up, someone you feel a strong immediate pull towards. Some of you might meet them in a really fun setting at a time when you weren't planning anything serious at all. Rather than going out specifically to meet someone, it's more like they pop up in your everyday life, on a day out, at a gathering, in some kind of social situation. When you first see each other, you'll both feel that strong pull. And after bumping into each other a few times or having a few conversations, you'll both get that feeling of, it's this person, you know? And once things have deepened between you, you will end up introducing each other to your friends and family, and they will do the same. Both sides receive the other really well. You know, your friends and family like this person, and their friends and family are really welcoming towards you too. There aren't really any like big obstacles trying to block this love, you know. So you really do get this like romantic, noble, film-like love story unfolding this year. Because of this relationship, your life fills up with love, and as you start to feel more attractive and confident in yourself, that positive energy spreads through your whole life. Your face brightens, people treat you better, your stress levels drop, work goes more smoothly, your body feels less worn out. Overall, the year flows very smoothly for you. So what will be the most memorable or important thing in 2026? So there might be something around your job or your work where you feel like you've made a mistake or you've done something wrong, and it's been niggling at you. But instead of just leaving it as it is, you've actually tried to fix it on your own way. You've tried not to repeat the same mistake. You've been more careful, and you haven't just thrown your hands up and given up because things weren't perfect. You've tried not to fall apart emotionally, and you've really hung in there, doing what you can to make things even a little better. Because of that, it's possible that you've ended up in a slightly awkward or difficult spot at some point because of those mistakes. But now someone is coming in who can help you make up for that. Someone who has the authority to forgive, to cover, to balance out what happened, is going to make a choice that's very favorable for you this time. They might forgive you or put something in place so that the same kind of mistake doesn't happen again, or do something specific that directly helps you. This doesn't have to be just a boss. It can be anyone who has a strong influence on your situation. It could be a client, an important business partner, or even someone personally important to you. Whoever it is, this person is going to overlook or accept your past mistakes or shortcomings, and that's because they are not judging you on a short moment. They are looking at you in the long term. Not everyone is going to understand your mistake or be forgiving about them, but the people who are truly important to you, the ones who are going to stay in your life, the ones who are willing to see the long picture with you, those people will accept your mistakes and actually help you through the process of fixing things. So from your point of view, that's going to be a huge relief. Through this, you learn something. You feel more grateful for people, and your mindset becomes more positive than before. You start to think, I can keep doing this. I can endure this. I can carry on, and even if it's not just about work, you will feel, if I keep going like this in life, even when I mess up, if I keep trying to fix things and move forward, I actually can get through it, like with everything. That's why this event is going to be one of the things that stands out most to you in 2026. So finally, will your New Year's wish come true? So whether your wish comes true or not this year depends on what question you are secretly asking in your heart. But the common thread is this. This year, you are going to get a clear answer to something. For some of you, you've been stuck between two different issues or two different choices for a while. Yeah, it might be choosing between two people, choosing between two paths, or it might not be a visible choice at all. It could be that you want two different things, and choosing one means letting go of the other. In any case, deep down, you've always known which one you really want, but the other option still felt meaningful. It still had value in your eyes, so you couldn't fully let go of it. This year, you are going to hear something like news, a reply you've been waiting for, a message from someone, some kind of information, and because of that, you will be able to finally release your attachment to the other option. And it's not a piece of news that drags you down. It's actually something that feels good to hear. It's something you can accept with a light heart, and so you will feel, right, that's that then, and your mind will feel much more at ease. So this time you really know what you want, which person you want to choose, which path or plan you want to hold on to, and you will set your heart in that direction. It might be a bit vague to say that you will get everything you want this year in a completely finished form, but at the very least, one of those two things that's been confusing you will be completely cleared away and drop out of the picture. So strangely, instead of feeling sad, you will actually feel relieved and much lighter. In that sense, you are definitely stepping into the process of your wish coming true. Even if that doesn't fully complete itself within this year, you are not going to feel disappointed or heartbroken about it. You will know you are on the right track. So that's everything I have for you, group number 2. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please share this video and subscribe my channel. I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. And please check out my TikTok page. There are a few different kinds of really short reading. If you like my style of reading, you will also really enjoy them because they are short and sweet. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Happy New Year. Bye. Hi group 3, let's get into your reading. We are looking at the general energy of 2026 first. So what kind of year will it be for you overall? So this year is going to be the year when the things you've been doing up to now finally start bearing fruit one by one. If you look at the earlier chapters of your life, it's been like preparing the field, plowing the ground, throwing yourself into things physically, enduring, studying, building experience here and there. From this year onwards, it's like the actual harvest begins. On the surface, you might feel like you haven't achieved anything massive, and it might look like everyone else is doing better than you. But all the little and big experiences you've had so far, everything you've studied, all the knowledge and wisdom you picked up along the way, that's all going to come together, and from this year it starts showing up as visible results. Some of you might be starting a new business this year, and if you already have a business, you might start something new within that business as well. If you are working for a company, this could show up as you taking the initiative on something, not just doing what you are told, but actually leading something yourself, researching it yourself, pushing it forward yourself. For some of you, that might be the first time you've really done that. But the thing is, once you do, it's going to flow. It's like catching the right current in the water. Things start moving very smoothly. Whatever you are doing, whether it's your job, your side hustle, or even a hobby, anything you start this year is likely to ride that wave and eventually turn into a really good harvest. So this year in particular, you will probably feel more drawn to focus on work or on what you want to build more than other areas of life. You might feel this strong pull of, I want to actually achieve something. I want to do something properly. And life is going to give you the conditions to actually focus like that. For a lot of you, this might be the first time you genuinely feel, oh, work can actually be fun. Things start going where your social credibility and reputation build up. people start trusting you more and handing things over to you, and that makes it even more enjoyable. Because of that, if people around you keep demanding your attention for small things or emotional stuff, you might feel a bit annoyed or distracted by it. But this year at least is actually good for you to lean into the work side. Other areas can wait a little bit. This timing and this opportunity around work and achievement is too precious to just let it drift by. This is the time when people start feeling, I can really trust this person with something important towards you, you know. Up to now, you might not have found the right environment, the right people, the right position that really fits you. But now this is a very good moment for you to take the lead and just start. Even if you are only just starting your career, this can be the year where your bosses or colleagues naturally see you as someone with a lot of potential, someone they look forward to seeing more from, you know. People start noticing the foresight, the insight you've actually had all along. The nice thing is, even though you are going to be working a lot and keeping busy, you are not going to be the type going, oh, I'm dying, I can't cope, compared to other people. You will handle stress and problems in a much softer, smoother way. Things that would feel huge and overwhelming to someone else, you'll manage to deal with and move through relatively calmly. So even though this is a year where work and what you are building will be a central theme, from the outside, it looks like you are actually enjoying yourself. And you will be. If before it felt like you were forcing yourself to work, now it's going to feel more like you are finally moving with the current, you know, instead of against it. It might still be tiring, but it will be that I'm tired, but I actually enjoyed that kind of feeling. You might even feel a bit excited to go into work the next day, or look forward to picking up tomorrow where you left today. You know, that's because you will start to see how what you are doing day by day now is directly connected to your future reputation, your future wealth, your future goals, everything you are doing to improve yourself, whether it's your job, your studies, self-development, exercise, or even a serious hobby. This year is good to just start it. Don't overthink it, you know, just get your hands on it. You've actually got enough energy and capacity to handle it. Yes, you will be busy, but the more you do, the more satisfying it feels. The more fun it becomes, the more results follow. And this doesn't only apply to your career, it also applies to your relationships and everyday life. This year, we'll find that when you speak, people really listen. You know, more people will start trusting your judgment and seeking your advice. Even if you are not working at the moment, in your family, among friends, in groups or communities, you will naturally slip into the position of someone important, someone others respect. That's why this is also a really good time to start learning something new, a course, a skill, a craft, a language, anything. Your learning speed is faster this year, and you will actually use what you learn in your day-to-day life or work instead of just keeping it in your head. You will be busy, but your energy will rise to match it. Your sleep pattern might not change that much in terms of hours, but the quality shifts. Before, even if you slept the same amount, you might have still felt tired or heavy. This year, because you are much more active and focused during the day, moving your body, using your brain, engaging with people, your sleep gets deeper and you wake up feeling much more refreshed. You are more active and expressive in the daytime, so your body and mind can actually relax properly at night. And compared to how much you are doing, the stress doesn't feel as heavy as you'd expect. So the outcomes keep up with the effort you are putting in. For those of you who've been thinking, I work so hard, but the money doesn't just reflect it, 2026 is when you start to feel, right, now I'm finally being paid properly. It's like receiving back pay, back pay from the universe, a sense of being compensated for the effort and hardship you've gone through. From this year onwards, the money you earn starts to feel much more in proportion to what you actually put in. And all those things you wanted to know but couldn't quite get clear answers on, key information, crucial truths, that one piece of knowledge you really needed, this year you'll start getting those answers quite precisely. These days there's so much information that the hardest part is filtering down to what's actually right for you. But this year it's almost uncanny how the right information, the right method, the knowledge that suits your situation and your way of thinking comes into your hands. Based on that, you might start investing, launch your business, or initiate a new project, and those things can grow into yet another layer of results and abundance. So this can genuinely be the year of the beginning of the prosperity for you. Yes, you will be busy, there will be a lot to do, but overall you are going to feel very happy. One big reason is that you are not only seeing today, you are starting to see your future getting brighter at the same time. Instead of that anxious feeling of, I'm working so hard, is this even right? You are going to feel more like, yeah, this is the right direction. If I keep going like this, things are going to become more stable, more comfortable, and more joyful. So the day-to-day work itself becomes something you look forward to, and on top of that, next year, the next few years, and even further ahead start to feel exciting too. You'll keep getting these little signs, little results, and bits of proof that tell you you are on track, and that will reassure you and give you even more strength to carry on. So 2026 is going to be a very busy year for you, but it's also going to be deeply satisfying, uplifting, and full of that feeling of things are really going to keep getting better from now. So what will be the most memorable or important thing in 2026? So you are going to get some information or advice about a new way to make money, a way to create some kind of income from someone you already trust. Not a brand new person, but someone you've believed in and watched for a long time. Someone who, when you look at their life, clearly makes very wise choices. From this person, you'll hear about a new way to earn, a way to build up some extra income. Because of that, some of you are actually going to start a brand new business. For others of you, it might become a whole new career path, and for some, it will start off more like a side income or a small investment you try little by little. The method itself might feel very unfamiliar to you. It could be something you've tried, you've never tried before, or even something you've never really heard anyone around you talk about. Even so, because you trust this person so much, you are going to choose to believe them and give it a go yourself. And the results are going to be pretty good. It's not necessarily like a massive lump sum dropping into your lap all at once, but from this information you realize, so I can make money like this as well. You discover a completely new way of earning. So on top of whatever you're already doing now, this other stream starts bringing money in separately, and it's going to feel like a bit of an unexpected windfall from a direction you never imagined. You get this solid feeling of, all right, I can actually rely on this as well now. You've suddenly got one more steady support in your life. For a lot of you, this kind of experience will be the first time you've had something like this. So at first, it might feel really strange and unfamiliar, but when you see it actually working right in front of your eyes, it's going to feel almost surreal in a really nice way, and it's going to leave you with a really good memory. That's why this will end up being one of the most memorable things that happens to you in 2026. So will your new year wish come true? So when it comes to whether your wish is going to come true, the answer is definitely closer to a yes. And that's because you are going to have the strength to handle both what you have to do and what you want to do in a really balanced way. Up to now, you might have felt like in order to protect the things you truly want, the things you want to keep for a long time, the things you absolutely don't want to lose, you had to completely cut off your hidden desires. For example, a strong craving for very sweet foods or habits around alcohol or cigarettes or anything that you yourself feel isn't really helping your body or your mind. You might have thought, if I want to achieve what I want and protect what's precious to me, I have to totally give this up. But going forward, you are not going to be in that all or nothing energy anymore, where you must throw one thing away completely to hold on to the other. You are going to realize that as long as you don't get so deep into something that it controls you, you can still enjoy certain desires to a healthy degree and at the same time protect and grow the higher kind of joy in your life. That higher joy is things like your relationships with the people you love, the passion you feel when you are moving towards a goal you really care about, and that deep satisfaction you want to carry with you for a long time. In the past, once you got into something, it might have felt like really hard to control or moderate it. You might have thought very extremely like, if I want this, I have to cut that completely. But from now on, you are going to start feeling that the satisfaction you get from those meaningful goals, those things you really want to achieve, is just as powerful as, or even more powerful than that quick high from momentary pleasure and dopamine. Because of that, you won't need to cut everything out in such a harsh way anymore. You'll be able to set your own line, a healthy limit, and keep it. You'll still be able to enjoy certain things in moderation while keeping your bigger long-term goals and the things you cherish completely intact. So now this ability to self-regulate, to balance desire and responsibility, pleasure and long-term goals is going to grow stronger inside you. It's not going to be a life where only one side survives and the other has to die off. You are moving into a life where both can coexist, and because of that, you really can start turning your wish into reality. So that's everything I have for you, group number 3. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. And please check out my TikTok page. There are a few different kinds of really short readings. If you like my style of reading, you really enjoy them. Thanks again for watching and Happy New Year. Bye. Hi group 4, welcome to your reading. So let's look at the general energy of 2026. What kind of year will it be for you overall? In 2026, you are really going to start experiencing the things you've only ever dreamed about, the things you've only imagined in your head. You will actually try them, live them, hold them in your own hands. It's a year where those dreams start becoming reality. More than anything, this is a year where you are going to be incredibly focused on yourself. You know, it's like you are peeling off an old shell, almost transforming into a different person. And by the time 2026 is over, even you will look at yourself and feel, I'm completely different now. That's because all the potentials you have inside you, all the things you wanted to do, the experiences you wanted to have, the things you wanted to own, those things that were buried in your subconscious, in your unconscious, are going to rise up into your conscious mind this year. So you will start to feel very sure about what you truly want and what you want to have and what your real goals are. You are going to have a lot of different experiences this year. You will try things you've never done before, and your view of the world is going to expand in a huge way. You know, until now, because of your current situation or your conditions, you've probably drawn a line for yourself and tried to stay within that limit. Maybe there was something you really wanted, but you settled for the second best option and tried to convince yourself that that was enough. Maybe your job didn't really feel right for you, but you kept going because of money and responsibilities. Those kinds of things are no longer going to hold any like real meaning for you, because in 2026 you are going to get an opportunity to move into something much bigger. Deep down, you've always had your own truth. Even if you've been trying to persuade yourself otherwise, you've always known that the direction you are going in now wasn't actually for what you truly wanted, but something you chose by like compromising. A job, a goal, a relationship you picked because it seemed like realistic enough. The life you actually dreamed of, the things you really wanted, were somewhere else. It's just that your current reality felt too far away from that dream. But in 2026, nothing is going to be able to block your actions or your goals. This year brings a kind of change into your life that no one can control or nothing can avoid. Who you are, what you want, your dreams and your truths are going to push forward in a way that cannot be stopped. This is a time when nobody can stop you from doing, trying, and claiming what you truly want. Whether that's to do with work, family, responsibilities, anything else, you become the one who has enormous influence over your own life. You are going to become the owner of your life again. So all those things where you've been telling yourself, this is enough, I should just be satisfied with this. All those second best choices you try to settle for, they are not going to work on you anymore. The words you used to soothe yourself with, oh, this is fine, this is good enough, will stop having any effect. Instead, you'll start moving towards the things you genuinely want, the choices that you'd honestly call your best options. No matter what your current reality looks like, regardless of your age, job, social status, or money, you are going to start moving in the direction where the things you've dreamed of for so long really become yours. Some of you might really go very far from where you are now. Like you might move overseas, travel more often, or go to lots of places you've never been before. You'll meet many new people, and through those experiences, your perspective will widen even more, and you will discover a lot of your own potential. You might realize new strengths in yourself through what others say, or discover new talents, or hear new information that you can use to try something new. And that something new becomes a big help in achieving your goal. So it's a year where a lot of change happens. You might live somewhere, put distance between yourself and certain people, let go of things you've been holding on to, and replace them with something new. But even while all of that is happening, strangely, you won't feel more anxious. You will actually feel more stable than before, because this time you are not forcing yourself to cling to things that don't fit you. You are finally moving towards what you truly want. It's not a path you are being dragged along. It's a path your inner self is telling you is right. So instead of feeling awkward, it's going to feel more natural and more comfortable than what you had before. This year, you are going to build a very strong sense of trust in yourself. You will feel, I really do know the truth. I know my past better than anyone else. This is the year where you start truly hearing the voice of your own soul clearly. Because of that, you gain a deep, unshakable faith in yourself, and you begin moving towards your real truth, finally starting to live your life. At the same time, you'll have more time to take care of yourself, to look after your inner world and focus on you much more than before. Another good thing is that those feelings of like resentment or blame you might have had towards your family, people around you, or your circumstances, things like, because of these people, because of these responsibilities, because of this reality, I can't do what I want. Those emotions will start to crumble, because even with those same conditions, still there, you will actually start seeing real opportunities to try something new. For example, maybe you wanted to travel overseas for ages, but it always felt impossible. So you didn't even let yourself think about it seriously. But this year, your desire to travel becomes so strong that it's almost like something other people and situations can't ignore. So things might line up naturally, like your workplace suddenly organizing leave at just the right time, or like you getting sent to that country for work, or your family being the ones to suggest, why don't we go together? In that way, your desire starts to pull situations along with it. So when you look back later, 2026 is going to be a year that stands out very strongly in your memory. By the end of the year, you will have changed a lot. You are no longer going to be someone who just keeps picking the second best option and trying to be content with that. You'll move towards what you truly want, the choices that feel like the very best to you. And strangely, they are going to go well. Things will move towards quickly. Some of you will change jobs, some will change where you live, some will see the whole center of your relationships shift. What you all have in common is that when you wrapped up 2026, the place you are living in, the space you are staying in, the environment around you will feel much more satisfying than it does now. Even if you stay in the same house or the same neighborhood, the situation around you will have rearranged itself into something that suits you much better. And for those who are like actually move house, you will find yourself in a place where you can genuinely feel, now I've come to where I meant to be. So 2026 is going to be a year where a lot of like colorful, varied changes happen, but inside those changes, you will actually feel a stronger sense of stability. So what will be the most memorable or important thing in 2026? So there is someone who has a very big influence on you. It could be a family member, a boss at work, or someone close to you. In any case, this is someone who's really important to you, someone who has big impact on your life. And at some point in the past, this person might have given you advice about money, criticized you about money, or been overly harsh or judgmental. And it might have been around work, someone who tried to control you too much, pushed you around, or forced you to follow their opinion. Because of that, your relationship may have become distant, or you might have held a lot of resentment towards this person. You might not have actually fought openly, but every time you saw them, you felt uncomfortable. And it wasn't easy to be around them. Or it could be the other way around. You might have been that person. You might have been the one who gave someone else advice about money, or pushed them too hard about work, pressured them and made things difficult. Either way, this year, after both of you have had some time to think about it and cool off, the two of you are going to find a middle ground where you can get along again and understand one another better. For some of you, this has been a relationship that's been strained for a long time because of money. One person might have looked down on the other, ignored their opinions, or behaved in a very one-sided, controlling way. But now something happens that helps you each see the other person's point of view. Even if it's just by chance, you'll find yourself thinking, so that's why they said that. And you'll be able to imagine how things felt from their side. So advice or nagging that used to feel pointless or annoying won't feel as irritating or heavy as it did before. And whether you are the one receiving the advice or the one giving it, the person who used to worry and interfere a lot won't need to do that anymore, because practical money problems start to resolve. Financial issues get sorted out. Things run more smoothly. Work begins to go better. And it becomes clear that the other person is managing well on their own. So from the advice giver's side, they simply don't need to keep pushing or fussing any longer. Because of that, you start to understand each other again. trust begins to rebuild, and this relationship recovers. The process of this relationship softening and healing and returning to a more comfortable place will be one of the most memorable things that happens to you in 2026. So will your new wish come true? I mean, will your new year wish come true? I can't really say it properly, right? So anyway, for group 4, your new year wish is going to definitely come true. This is especially true if your wish is something where other people's decisions and opinions matter more than just your own will or choice. In situations like that, this is a year where you can expect an especially good outcome. This year, the things you say, your position, your arguments, your belief, what you stand for are going to come across to other people as right, reasonable, and completely understandable. When people hear you, they will feel that what you are saying really is coming from a sincere, genuine place. A key point here is that you are not just pushing your own story. You are going to think about the other person's positions as well, how they feel, what they are thinking. You will ask them first, listen, and show respect for their side. When you do that, the other person feels, this isn't someone who just wants to talk about themselves and push their own way. They are actually thinking about me as well, you know. Their heart softens and the energy between you becomes much smoother. So people won't just see you as someone who's logical and capable, they will see you as someone who's genuinely trustworthy, someone who really considers others as well. So when that happens, the people who have to make important decisions that affect you, whether that's family, a boss, a partner, or someone in a higher position, will make choices that are much more favorable towards you. They will shape the situation in the direction you are hoping for. And because of that, you end up achieving the wish you've been holding on to. And this wish coming true isn't just something that benefits only you. It brings good results for your family or anyone who's involved in this wish with you. It has a positive impact on everyone connected to it, and it becomes an outcome that you can all celebrate together. So that's everything I have for you, group number 4. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. Please check out my TikTok page. I've got a few different kinds of really short reading. If you like my style of reading, you will really enjoy them. Thanks again for watching and Happy New Year. Bye. So we are looking at the general energy of 2026 for group 1. What kind of year will it be for you, group 1? The overall energy. I'm gonna pull 5 cards for this time. It's really beautiful. Group 2. Wow. Group 3. Wow. Group 4. Okay, so yeah, general energy of 2026. Oh, group 1. Group 2. Group 3. Group 4. Do I want one more card from this deck? Oh, let's see. General energy. So this is a new deck. I'm loving this so much. I've been meaning to buy this one, but for some reason I didn't, but I'm really glad I got it. Look at this bag. It's Mandela. 1, 2, it's beautiful. 3, It's really beautiful. That's so beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so the overall energy of 2026. Look at this. Do I want any more card for this question? Let's just see if I have. Oops. Okay. Do I have any more questions? I mean, any more things to look at? Oh no. Maybe one more, just one more from this deck. Look at, wow, that's amazing. All right, that's really beautiful. And the second question is about the most memorable or important thing that will happen to you in 2026. What kind of energy would be the most significant for you? Just one card for each from this deck. Then this. What is the most memorable or significant thing that will happen to you? What comes through for group 1, group 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle overhand. I'm gonna pull 2 cards for each group. Okay, came out. I'm not gonna choose this card because I can see what it is. So from the bottom, okay. So lastly, will your wish come true for this year? Just again, this year. Okay, I'll take this. Okay, they wanted to come out anyway, so. Okay.